On Tuesday, CrowdStrike Holdings delivered first quarter earnings that beat Wall Street's expectations, despite a pullback in spending that has challenged many of the cybersecurity rivals. Joining us now to discuss further is Michael Sentonas, CrowdStrike president. And Michael, thank you for joining us here today. Just give us your big picture overview of your results, please.
Yeah, we had a great quarter. Ending ARR finished at 3.65 billion, which grew 33% year on year. Net new ARR in Q1 was 212 million, and free cash flow was 322 million. It was 35% growth year on year. So all in all, very strong, especially when you look at free cash flow rule of 68.
Let me ask you about Charlotte AI. This is fascinating to me because, the story of the day is probably NVIDIA, and so everything is AI-centric now. But how do you bring conversational AI into the cybersecurity realm?
Well, we know in cyber there's a massive skill shortage. We know that it's a complex area, and attackers are getting smarter every day. So we've spent a lot of time really different to a lot of people in the industry in our sector. We're thinking about how do we use AI to accelerate the time it takes and like a defender to defend against the latest threats and techniques from adversaries. We know the adversaries are getting faster, so we need to use AI to help the defenders get better and make it easier. We need to make cybersecurity something that the average user, the average level one analyst can get their hands around and give them a chance to protect themselves. And that's what we're doing with Charlotte.
And Michael, it's Julie here. So when you look at these numbers, is it a factor of you all taking market share from competitors? Is it a factor of you getting more business from existing customers? What helped you grow last quarter, and what's going to help boost the numbers going forward?
Well, I believe we're doing both. And if you look at the deals that we have with greater than 8 modules, that grew 95%. And what that's telling us is that the Falcon platform, the CrowdStrike Falcon platform, has become the platform of record in the cybersecurity industry. Customers are telling us that they want to do more with CrowdStrike. They are buying more modules. They are deploying more of our capabilities, and they're turning off other workloads, other products from other vendors. And we're seeing that happen more and more.
And Michael, you mentioned Falcon. I saw a lot of talk about Falcon and Falcon Flex in the call. What can you explain to us what that means when you talk about that platform, and how is that different from what you all had in the past?
Well, we have 28 modules today. So the platform has grown tremendously over the last few years. Customers are telling us, as I said, they want to do more. They want to buy more modules. They're also saying, look, we know the quality of technology that you bring out. We know that you're going to come out with more modules. We know you're probably going to do some acquisitions. Help us buy more from you and make it easier so that when you do come out with a new module, we don't have to keep going back to procurement. We don't have to keep going through complex procurement cycles. So Flex gives our customers access to all of the products. It gives them the best possible price because they're committing to do more with us for longer periods of time. And we're just making it easier for them to get the best product in the industry that's so easy to roll out, and they can do more with CrowdStrike.
What do you think about in terms of acquisitions, just not only the specific fields where you might want to go, but just your general strategy, how you're thinking about them?
Well, for us, it's important to make sure that we stay close to who we've always been, and that's to stop breaches and give customers access to technology that is the easiest to use. Like I said at the start, it's a very complex area, and there's so many products out there that are just too hard to use. And that chaos that an organization has to deal with because they're working with 10, 15, 20 different vendors, it's too hard. CrowdStrike is easy to roll out. You can get the product rolled out in a few seconds. So when we think about M&A, it's important to us that whatever we do, it has to be part of our technology stack. It has to be part of the Falcon platform. There are so many vendors that talk about all of their different platforms, but they forget one thing, and that is how to help the customer. They do 10, 15, 20 acquisitions, and effectively they make the customer into a systems integrator who's trying to make poorly acquired and poorly integrated technology work. So for us, if there's technology that's interesting, if there's a good business out there, but importantly, we can integrate it and it's part of our stack, it's probably a good fit for CrowdStrike.
And Michael, overall, can you give us sort of a temperature check on enterprise spending here? Because it feels like, at least in terms of what we've been hearing from companies this earnings season, it's kind of been all over the map. So what are you hearing? Are you hearing that even your clients who are still spending with you, that they're trying to sort of retrench or save money?
Well, the market's certainly tough. We haven't seen any change, whether it's positive or negative. The market has been the same for quite a few quarters now. But like I said, our customers are wanting to do more with us. And the reality is, you only have to just look at the news to see all of the different attacks that keep happening. It's a pretty challenging landscape out there. And organizations are really worried about whether they're going to be compromised, whether they are going to lose intellectual property, whether they are going to have business downtime. So that's why we're seeing more and more conversations, but certainly the market conditions haven't improved.
In the first quarter, you had annual recurring revenue of $3.65 billion. What are your plans to maintain your growth trajectory for annual recurring revenue, or even exceed the current growth rate?
Well, for us, it comes down to making sure that we continue to meet the need of our customers, and that's to stop breaches. It means that we have to continue to innovate and come out with technology that is best in class. We've released a lot of technology. You talked about Charlotte earlier, but we're solving IT challenges with Falcon Flex. We introduced data protection, a new module to help with data loss and data loss prevention. We continue to innovate with technology like Next-Gen SIEM. There's a massive opportunity to solve the Next-Gen SIEM problem that organizations have struggled. I should really say the data problem and the SIEM problem with more modern technology like what we have with Falcon Next-Gen SIEM. So we continue to innovate. Last year was a big year of innovation. We continue to focus on bringing out the right technology to help solve those problems and staying true to meeting the needs of our customers.
Michael Sentonas of CrowdStrike, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.